government create a culture, an ecosystem that allows, mass to get the benefit of the technology. If we take, for example, digital twin today, as you rightly said, without the proper data, you will not be able to capture the value of the technology. If we take mining, for example, mining is an area where we see will be able to benefit from so many tools because of the fact that mines happen to be in very remote areas where we are setting 5G technology, connecting all of the equipment and the mine itself with the employees, getting the remote, ability to have remote control of different even vehicles. That's where you can see a model that can be looked at from a 36-degree. You can capture most of the value that you can get from technology. The question is, how can we spread this to the overall across the board? And that's really a combination of working with global players, which we are doing in our future factories program, pulling different solutions together, having a core team in the ministry to understand different sectors, trying to pick up areas where we can scale up, for example, food and beverage sector, pharmaceutical, steel making, cement, and so on, where if we start with one, we can actually move to scale it up. But it's a journey. It's a journey that we have to start with. And unfortunately, as you rightly said, we realized because the future factory program, the first step we did was to do the assessment. So we chose SERI assessment as a model of assessing how much our readiness is, and it needs a lot of work. So even some basic stuff. So, but then we have the more we understand, the more we can find the right solutions. We are probably very fortunate in Saudi Arabia is that we have our manufacturing facilities are clustered in different industrial cities, where it creates also, a certain volume of business where certain players can come, show their own solution, and then try to take it one by one. And at the end of the day, it is our job also to show, especially the SMEs, where is the value coming from? Because it's very hard to talk about, metaverse, for example. It's too hard to talk about it now. But what about how much we are investing in basic stuff, sensors and so on, our quality control, our inventory, how much we are going to reduce from that, our life cycle of the asset itself, and so on. How can we connect the different components of a plant with supply chain, with our suppliers, with our customers, and so on? The more we can educate, especially the SMEs, the more we can see adaptation become. I'm more or less certain today also the challenges are all over. I was just in Hanover Messe last week. It's the same challenge everywhere. So big players like Aramco, Sabic, Ma'aden, Marai, I'm not really worried about because they have the right resources, they have the right mindset to do what needs to be done. What needs really the involvement of government with a large scale is the SMEs, and I'm quite confident with partners like Schneider or Jake, we will get there.
You were with private sector before, and sorry to ask a bit of transactional question. What kind of measure that your ministry